Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne. I am the Lunar Lawyer. Hello and welcome. Trying out my new stuff here. I don't know. I've got no sound to play today, but I hope you can hear me well enough. I hope you can hear me okay. So I want to talk about some stuff that's been happening. So yesterday we had the hearing through the Katie Joy, and what surprised me about all of that was that she was having a go at 7M and Robert Shin the morning of the hearing. Now, I don't know about you, but that to me isn't the smartest thing to do. Thank you, Christine. Hope you're doing well. Not the smartest thing to do when you have a court hearing. So, without any crystal balls actually sums it up really well. So we're going to start with that. If you were at the hearing yesterday and you want to tell us what it was like, let me know and I'll give you a link and you can come up and tell us all about it. I've seen it. I've read a couple of summaries. I haven't watched any videos. I've been flat out. I'm working currently on the state election, doing postal votes, and yesterday I was scanning them all. So in Australia, every postal vote has a barcode that's associated to a register to somewhat on the electoral roll, and so when you send your postal votes in, they're taken out of the first there's like two envelopes. So the outer envelope, which has the return address on it, is opened, and that envelope's then which contains the vote, it's sealed, and then that comes and that gets scanned, and as soon as it's scanned, it ticks you off as having voted. So for a lot of people, they will send through empty envelopes because they know as long as their name's scanned off, that's all that they just want their name scanned off. And then it goes, and then it goes to see whether the vote will be counted, because on the front is a you have to sign it and a witness has to sign it after it's sealed. And there is a verification question. If all of those met, it goes to the able to be counted vote bundle, and of course that all gets opened next week after the elections. So none of the votes are looked at before the elections, so everything's sealed. Christine says, "Oh, hello, Bo." 7M's lawyer pointed that out. So let's have a look at what she posted on the day she was due in court. I mean, I just think it's not smart. On the day of a default, problem is when you look it up on, it comes up as a reverse Google search, shows nothing apparently. So a pastor in the news for running an alleged high control group involving well-known dancers and influencers is also the author of a book, How to Get Healed and Not Die. Shekinah Church pastor Robert Israel Shin claims that he has the answer for all healing. According to the book, God does not want you to be sick, nor does he want you to die before your time. It is his will that you will be healed, not die. The easiest thing in the world is to get healed with your own faith. So she just summarizes the book here. And then she goes on, because I don't really want to, I mean, she writes long sermons. So this is what she has posted on the day of her court hearing. And I believe, as Christine said, the court was alerted to that. Now, my understanding is that her Honour has taken everything on notice. It's probably that she wants to make sure. Yes, and she also, well, she can't talk about Chris Lee, but I don't know whether she can talk about his settlement. I think the thing that's really shocking to me about the whole Chris Lee thing as well, if we can just segue for a bit, is that he got 12 years and Josh Duggar got 12 years, which is a worse crime. And I know that we, it's really quite bizarre, to be honest. And I also thought it was very interesting that there were lots of people that were in her hearing. Now, so from what I can work out, that there was some arguments. I mean, they're still doing they're making, of course, they're making an example of him. But I still think that he will appeal, and I think in his appeal, he'll also use the fact that the admission of somebody lied. That's just my thing. He does have a right to appeal. I mean, just like Duggar has a right to appeal. So the thing about the court case yesterday, so for Katie, so for those of you that are here for Friendly Geordies, we're going to get onto that house fire in a minute. Corey, yes, I found out via Crikey as well, but all the other mainstream media have now picked it up as well. So we'll keep going to that. Yes, that's right. They were. Now, it's interesting. Hang on a minute. I've got a bit of that live stream that they did. And I've also got a bit of her. Hello, Osbel. Haven't seen you for ages. It's great to see you all here. Yeah, let me just look. I just jumped on. I'm not planned at all. So this is how you don't do things. I'm not planned at all. So just drop my laptop. Yeah, the state election's sort of sending me crazy at the moment. Talking about propaganda, right? I'm just sending. So yes, so uncivil and I mean, she was pretty vile to them, talking about the fact they don't know the law. Oh yeah, here it is. That they don't know the law. I mean, we could be technical and say live streaming is not recording. So this is what she posted. To the person illegally live streaming the court hearing happening right now for the lawsuit I'm involved in, cease the live streaming now. The court is going to kick out everyone for these actions. It is against the law to live stream court hearings in Minnesota. And then she says a court hearing for several motions in the lawsuit Robert Shin versus Without a Crystal Ball is taking place. A creator on YouTube is illegally live streaming this, and the judge has become aware of this happening. WOACB does not attend hearings, nor would we ever break court rules. Did she just say she doesn't attend her own hearings? Really? Does not attend the hearings. Okay, well, that's fine. But to those of you that seem to not care about the law, cease the live streaming now. The judge will hold necessary parties accountable and will be closing the court to attorneys only. Do better than breaking the law. The interesting thing is, this all plays, for me, this plays in 7M's hands. Oh, and then she's got here, and then she's done this. Then she's done this. This is classic. So this is the attorneys. Okay. Two licensed attorneys who know nothing about the law in Minnesota are illegally live streaming the court proceeding today of a hearing involving motions filed in the lawsuit Robert Shin versus WACB. I thought she was trying to get WACB taken out of it, but anyway. WOAB, can you see this? WOAB sorry, this is just kicking me out. I keep getting kicked out. Hello, Nana Hook. Nana Hook. Yes, everyone's pointing that out. WOAB, that's what it says, does not support either creator breaking the rules of the court, nor do we support their attempts to monetize this court proceeding in violation of the court. The judge knows who's breaking the rules now. We will be requesting that these creators be barred from any future hearings. They are attorneys and they should know the rules of court, but they don't. They will be lucky if we don't report them to the state bar for these actions. Really? Really? Has she? She's got something. Oh, really? All right, let me have a look. Let's go to Facebook. All she's doing is showing why they need to. All she's doing is supporting the injunction that 7M are talking about. I did hear that, you know, they were saying, well, you know, it's not going to stop other people from talking about it, but other people aren't using the term. I've not seen any defense filed or any proof for the waterboarding allegations or the oh yeah, she loves to tell on people, Christine says. She loves to tell on people. How she's above the law. She knows the law. I don't know the law in Minnesota either, but see, in Australia we can't record. We can't record, so at least they corrected their mistake. Well, see, in other states you can. I mean, you know, in other states you can. Oh, she's talking about Josh Duggar again. Oh, how many times can you live tweet about? So she can't talk about Robert. So she, yeah, well, that's true. So here, let's have a look. So this is Facebook. Oh, we've got Sister Wives. We've got a appeal brief by the US government can be summarized in the final paragraph. So it's 3 hours ago. Josh Duggar smacked down by US government continues. Then we've got 3 hours ago. Destroyed by US attorneys in appeal brief. 6 hours ago, US files appeal response against Josh Duggar. Okay. Then we've got Sister Wives. Then we've got Duggars. The greatest advantage of speaking the truth is that you don't have to remember what you said. But the problem is, Katie Joy, you change your truth. Now she's talking about truth when truth comes to life. That's 9 hours ago. Apparently 12 years and a few months. Someone said happy anniversary. She goes, it's not my happy anniversary. Anniversary. They knew they couldn't record, which is why they were live. And well, that's the thing. Then they've got Janelle, Sister Wives, and then she's talking about 12 again. Sister Wives, Christine and Janelle. That. Then now we're on to the Mormons. Oh, these are pathetic, in my opinion. Yeah, Israel Shin. Yeah. Yeah. So that was what we were looking at there. If it's not, well, that's right. I haven't checked Reddit. Oh, thank you, Vedandra. Yeah, work, as I said, it's really busy at the moment. Lots of postal votes are coming out because we're going to election on Saturday, our state election. Oh, was it? The 12 comment was about... See, I don't know whether she's allowed to talk about his court cases or if she's not allowed to talk about him at all. I mean, that's in the settlement document, but look, if she's not allowed to mention his name at all, and she's talked about him, then she could be in breach, but I don't want to have it. The wedding was great, Vedandra. Thank you. That dress I had was marked down from $179 to $50. I have to say I was pretty impressed. All right, I'm going to show you. This was what was, where are we? That one. Oh, that one. Yeah. I'm going to show you something. And this is what this is only a very small snippet of what I've got here. So let's have a look at this. Yeah. Oh, so she's not allowed to talk about him at all? Okay, so here we go.
They have a First Amendment right as reporters to continue posting about my clients. However, they've provided no case law that supports the notion that reporters, and I'm not saying that Ms. Paulson is a reporter, but if she were, they've provided no case law to show
don't give up
reporters
nothing.
Are subject to any sort of special treatment with
This is
regard to defamation
This was
or
you.
any of the other claims.
So that's what they shared. That was them. So yes, I just like that. There's nothing to say that she is a reporter, but they've shown no case law. That's quite funny. So yeah, that was a snippet from the uncivil thing, and that is 7M's lawyer. Or his family in any sense of the word, right? Right. Yep. Yes, it was worth the $50. Right. Yeah, if she were if she were a reporter. I know that was as I said, that was just a little bit of a snippet that was sent to me from their stream, and that was just their classic if she were a reporter. So the judge has taken it all on notice. I think based on her actions yesterday, there'll be some type of injunction against. So this is just my opinion. I said I haven't I wasn't there. I've just seen everybody's summaries on it. But from what I can work out, I mean, if she, and I got the impression that KJ's lawyers were not aware that she had posted something about Robert Shin or Israel Shin or the Shins. From the reports that I've heard, that they were rather quite surprised. So I would not be surprised if there is some type of injunction put in place because of the fact that she's still posting. I still am of the opinion that because it was the court that put in the... I don't know if Plan to Create watched. I know that she said she was hoping to, but it was it started at 6:30 in the morning. So I actually was in the car on my way to work. I had a 7 a.m. start yesterday, which is why I couldn't watch. But yeah, it was 6:30 in the morning for us. So I don't know. I mean, because she would have had a son that she was getting going to school and everything. So yeah, as I said, I don't know, but it was pretty early. But because it was the court that put the date on, and I don't think that their reasons are valid for missing the deadline, I also won't be surprised if there is not if the default judgment is not successful. I won't be surprised. So my impression or my opinion is that there'll be some type of injunction against her, that there is a good chance that the default judgment will go 7M's way. Oh, they started late in the end? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. But see, I would have been up to my armpits in postal votes processing. So yeah, that's just my take. I don't think that her motion to compel will succeed because, again, for discovery to occur, you've got to have had your answer and your motion and your initial thing and your answer. Because they filed the answer late, 7M had no idea what was going to be happening there. Of course, we're waiting for a live. We're waiting for a very interesting Instagram live, but I don't know that it will see whether she can resist the temptation. I'm hoping that her lawyers have given her what we call the Riot Act, that have told her do not post anything. I'm hoping that, but again, I don't know. So we'll keep segueing between the next two topics. So Friendly Geordies, oh yeah. Well, she won't be happy that she. I was surprised she didn't rage tweet after the. Yeah, I mean, we saw her rage at Uncivil and Nate. So I'm really surprised she didn't rage tweet. But anyway, let's just go live yesterday. So the mainstream media, I saw this on Twitter from Crikey, and so I had to share it. And I posted on my community tab that a friend of the channel's, Friendly Geordies, we've been following all of his cases. We discovered that there has been an arson incident at his place. Now, as you know, he has been stirring up the pot with some very controversial cases, politicians. He's been upsetting people with money. He's got a contempt hearing with Clubs New South Wales. They've filed a private prosecution against him. So there's all these things that has occurred, and holding people accountable, and they're not liking it. I don't know what to make of it, so let's have a look at what the report is about Friendly Geordies. So police have launched an investigation after the Sydney Eastern Suburbs home of YouTube personality Jordan Shanks Markovina, who is known as Friendly Geordies, sustained significant fire damage in a suspected arson attack. Emergency services were called to the scene at Bondi at 12:20 a.m. on Wednesday, following reports of a house fire. So this is the house fire here. A spokesman for New South Wales Fire and Rescue said it took crews half an hour to extinguish the blaze. He said there were people in the house at the time, but they were able to self-evacuate with no injuries sustained. From our understanding, the fire caused fairly significant damage, he said. The incident is now being investigated by police as well as fire rescue. Research more to come. So this is another news report. Friendly Geordies Bondi home targeted in suspected arson. The Bondi home of YouTuber Friendly Geordies has been targeted. I love it how the video that they put up to go with this story is this one. And I don't know whether you'll be able to hear it because I don't know how this all works anymore. Oops. Sorry. Oops. Just wondering whether you can hear that sound. Now, this is interesting because this says the house while occupied was vacant at the time. Adjoining houses were cleared by police as a precaution, and there were no reports of injuries. The fire was extinguished and a significant number of damage. So there's another house. That's another one. No sound. That's all right. Yeah, I've got to work out how to get the sound coming through. So here we go. There's another one. Here's the pictures. Neighbours were evacuated. Local news website On Scene Bondi first reported that the home belonged to Jordan Shanks. Police have established a crime scene and the fire. So officers are investigating possible links to a fire at the same house reported last week. So let's have a look. See, Shanks has been commented for comment. Now, I think he's out of town at the moment. Isn't he in Melbourne at the moment? So this is On Scene. Arson suspected as Friendly Geordie's Bondi home set on fire. It's the second suspected arson attack. When this previous incident was reported by neighbours to have occurred last Wednesday, where a similar fire was found at similar locations. The controversial political comedian Friendly Geordies lives at the back of the impacted property. However, Jordan was not home at the time. 2 elderly residents escaped the main property and 3 other neighbours were evacuated. A crime scene was established by police. So, again, not for media use. Content available for licensing. Yeah. So there you go. Here's the pictures. So apparently he lives at the back of the property. So as we can see, the police are there. They're investigating it. Looks like it was a big event. Look at that. So there you go. That is what's happening. Now, as I said, I read it on Crikey. And where are we? Sydney Morning Herald. So it's now starting to get into the mainstream media. So here we go. So this is it here. So this one has said that the address of the house matches public records for the address of Jordan Shanks. So he did not respond. He's not responded to any requests to comment at the moment. So anyway, that is where we are with things. So it looks like there's been 2 suspected attacks on the house of Jordan Shanks in the last week. And we're waiting for the verdict. I keep getting kicked out. I keep getting kicked out of here. So anyway. So yeah, so that is what exactly is happening. So what do you think? It's pretty scary. As I said, I think he's in Melbourne at the moment. So, which is probably good he's not there. Now, somebody did a summary on YouTube about the Katie Joy hearing. We're just segueing back for the moment. So we're just going backwards and forwards at the moment. I'm just trying to think who it was. But yeah. Anyway, well, was it to hurt or scare him? I don't know. I mean, if the first one obviously didn't do what it was supposed to do, I guess. The second one's a lot harder. Is a lot more. Yeah. Corey Kelly, I said Clubs New South Wales. But I'm not implying anything. I just find it's very interesting that while he's dealing with this contempt and private prosecution from Clubs New South Wales, that his house gets burnt down twice. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't want to say much, but hey, I'm just saying. I think it's suspicious. We can go on together with suspicious minds, with suspicious minds. Or is it the or was it the what was the people that went after Christo? Yeah, I've just had a mental blank. Protection, yeah, what is it called? Oh, gee whiz. Talking about mental blank. My mind has just gone. Here's a question for you. Hang on. Where are we? Did someone say, yeah, Clubs New South Wales. There was something that I just saw. There was a picture that I don't know whether it was Cody or Todd, and I wanted you to tell me whether it was Cody or Todd. Oh, my computer's not doing great. Here we go. Yeah, so this is without a Crystal Ball's Twitter account, and I want to thank her for this. If it loads. Toad really resembles Cody. Yes, here we go. And I mean, this is from Reddit, okay? This is, look at this. This is a Reddit, so this is a meme. Wife, your hair looks kind of jacked up. Me, this is the way my hair always looks. So Asylum 5150 did that. As I said, is it Toad or is it Cody? The resemblance is scary, isn't it? Is that why she's fascinated with Sister Wives and Cody? Yeah. So it's really, really bizarre. So, and of course, yeah, now we know why she talks about Cody. And of course, here it is. Remember that one time at band camp where Katie Joy took a picture of Josh Duggar asking for a friend? I have a picture of him at the arraignment. I wish I could share it. Yeah. It does look like the top half is Toad and it's yes. It is funny, isn't it? The hair fits perfectly. Yeah. uh, It was funny. Yeah, so now we know why the obsession is. So she could become Cody's new wife. To be fair, she could. I don't know, Bo. It just was quite amazing how close that looked. Yeah. I've been following the Michelle Sabaté saga too. That's a really bizarre. There's another one. There's so much. She just reminds me so much of Katie Joy in so many ways. Always asking for money. Focused on subs. We can't talk about any other thing in her chat. She kicks subs out if you ask questions she doesn't like. It's really bizarre. Really sad. So anyway. Right, sorry, yeah, he goes by. I think he's Israel Robert Sheen. I think from memory. So yeah, so according to the whole, it said that the court proceedings couldn't be recorded. So live streaming, I didn't get what was said in the KJ hearing. So as I said, I'm only going by what I've read and what I've heard. So essentially, the judge has taken everything on notice. There was some sass from Amber 7M's judge who pointed out that she was still tweeting about or still commenting about and putting posts out about her client. The lawyer for KJ said, well, you can silence KJ, but all the other outlets are going to talk about Robert Shin. And all of that sort of stuff. But we know that my interesting thing is I want to know whether the outlets only started talking about it when she sent the information to them. And that's really what I would be interested to see, how that all occurred. But right, I just don't know. I did read a summary yesterday about what happened at the hearing, but I can't find it now. I didn't save it. Okay, it was Nate that was live streaming. Oh, here we go. Thank you to Al Rubin. Okay. I knew I'd seen it. Right, so here we go. So, no fireworks. 7M's lawyer Amber spoke with authority and professionally. WICB's Jennifer Moore ummed and ahed her way through 30 years as a lawyer. Judge was no nonsense and only let lawyers argue their motions. And argue against opposing motions. No rebuttal comments allowed, which was too bad for us. The judge said she'd read the filings. 7M spelt it out for her, KJ not so much. 7M's lawyers saying, I'm not saying KJ's a reporter. KJ's lawyer and the plaintiff have been so heavily reported on. How will be muzzling KJ with a temporary injunction will help plaintiff if outlets can still report. Again, with KJ's a bona fide celebrity reporter, journalist, no actual malice, public figures, and plaintiffs are public figures. Their goal is to gain followers on TikTok and Instagram, not Robert Shin or 7M Films. It's all true, her opinion. Last one, her content is consistent with others. KJ's lawyer said 7M filed an aggressive flurry of motions. Judge taking all under advisement. For now, the current scheduling order. For now, follow the current scheduling order. Judge has 90 days to rule. 7M did address the judge, was out of court for the weeks prior to the discovery deadline. This is why her emails and phone calls went unanswered by the court clerk. So that's what happened. Now, then it goes down to here. Did you catch WOACB's lawyer saying a different member of Graham Cracker's family being his excuse for missing the answer deadline today? Cracker wrote father-in-law. Today's lawyer wrote mother-in-law in filing. And today she said the judge told the judge his father. So who is it? So, Al Rubin, thank you for writing that post. I don't think 7M was on anyone's radar. No, I agree with that. So, couldn't you tell that her very last sentence, the wrap-up portion, was written by Katie? Well, to me, that's a big red flag, Vidandra. If you cannot get your story straight, for me, that's a big red flag. So wow, I mean, you never know, Bo. So she's got 90 days to decide on the protection order. But the thing is, here's the problem that I've got. She can do a lot of damage in that time. So, you heard right, 90 days. Hopefully she decides sooner. It did take 3 months to do the motion hearing. But remember, it did go in 7M's way last time. And as I said, I think the fact that 7M's lawyers have said, well, actually, she's posted stuff today that's unsavory and even untrue, would also show that what they're saying is true. I mean, I'd love to know what the answer from KJ's lawyers was, to that. So, yeah. I'm just finding the whole thing to be bizarre. And look, I'm just at a loss for words, really, how you can get all of that incorrect. Mother-in-law, father-in-law, father. There's a bit of a difference there. So his email, the court filings contradicted each other, and then Jennifer Moore contradicted both of them. So seriously. And he was able to Graham Cracker was able to respond to emails, but another lawyer had actually signed the answer. So again, so we're waiting for the official judgment now to be decided. So the judge has got 90 days to decide. Everything is on hold because she's not done anything on the motion to compel. She's going to make all of it. She's going to decide all the motions, I guess, at once. So if, for example, default judgment is granted, KJ will have a right to appeal because that is her right to appeal. If any of the other motions go against any of the other parties, they also have a right to appeal. So, yeah. But it's just now waiting for the decision from the judge, Her Honour. But if she's read the filings, and yeah, she would know. So the next date on the calendar, so here we go. Let's have a look at the schedule here. So we've got Index 54 taken under advisement. So remote hearing taken under advisement, remote hearing held taken under advisement. So that was the motions. So taken under advisement. So when we scroll up here, she's listed there now. It's interesting though that KJ's got three lawyers. She's got 3 on the file, and not one of them could put the answer in on time, and 7M's got 1. But anyway, so if we go to the court dates here, we've got a pre-trial hearing on the 27th of March at 9 a.m. and then the trial in April from the 17th to the 20th. So that is what's going on. So that is still what is happening. So, but the other thing is here, if you look at the answer was filed by Catherine, by the other attorneys. So this is what 7M was pointing out. Graham Cracker didn't even file the answer. The other attorney filed it. So why didn't she file the answer in the time? There was nothing to stop him from reading it and telling her what changes needed to be made, and while in hospital. I mean, while dealing with stuff. I've got an assignment due while I'm in hospital, and I'm going to be finishing it off while I'm in hospital. I've just got my estimate for that. I'm at the stage where I don't know why I bother paying for private health insurance, because it's nearly going to cost, I'm going to be nearly $3,000 out of pocket with private health insurance. I was floored, absolutely floored. So, right before Christmas. So I'm in a bit of a bind, actually. I don't know whether to postpone surgery until and keep working and save the money, but then my quality of life is going to continue to be down, or whether to bite the bullet, borrow the money, get the surgery done, and then when I'm on the mend, work really hard and pay my family members back. So I'm at a bit of a loss at the moment as to what to do, but it's yeah, wow, $3,000 and that's just for one surgeon. So great fun, hey? As I said, yeah, don't know why. Anyway. I heard that she's Well, that's what I'm thinking for Dandra. I can borrow money from family, like I've had people, my family have said, look, we can loan you the money, but I think I will do it just because that way I can get it done. Then I can feel better, and then because at the moment I'm limited by how much work I can do. And so if I can actually do the more I can do, the better I think I'll feel, and then I can just work, once I've got the energy, I can really work. Yeah, oh, of course. That's right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bite the billet. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it at the moment. Oh, so she's she is. I think I've. So what's her name? She's Jennifer Moore. Uh-huh. Yeah, so I think at this stage, I'm going to bite the bullet, borrow what I can, and then pay it back once I can. More family law. That's her, isn't it? I think I saw a picture of her before. Yeah, 30 years experience, apparently. Now let's go to their website. Let's have a look. Why? No, it can't reach. Won't load for me. Okay. I know it's going to be a bit more because I've still got to pay for out of pocket for anaesthetist, and I've got to meet and all of that sort of stuff too. So we'll get there. Oh, there's one in California. And the assistant surgeon. More family law. Minnesota. That's California. Yeah, I can't find much for her. Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I need to now get on with my day. I'm working again tomorrow. You can have 50 years experience, but if you let KJ dictate, well, of course it is. Yeah, so I'm working tomorrow, and then I'm working Friday. I'm doing my music teaching job on Friday, and then I've got election work on Saturday, and we'll find out whether we've got a new premier or whether it's going to be Better the Devil You Know. I really don't know. Maybe some Playing with Me's. I know, Vidandra, I owe you some Playing with Me's. Yes. Yes, I need to get in and do all my recordings. I'm actually waiting on some kits, actually. Yes, I'm going to do that. Or I have no doubt in my downtime I'll be on a little bit because but yes, I'd love to do some Playing with Me's. I might even work out how to get my cricket working, and I don't know, design some stuff. I don't know. So but I've still got assignments due. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But look, thank you for watching. If you can hit like and subscribe. Oh, look, Vidandra, I always say that that's sort of like my little mantra to say, everything works out. Yeah, I don't know either, Christine. I just don't know why she did that. I'm just trying to find. And she's really? Oh, if this is her. Minnesota. Someone says she has poor presence and bad personal hygiene on the Google review. I don't know. I mean, look down here. That's her, but her website doesn't work. So oh look, if this is her, she does estate planning too. That's why she's with Graham Cracker. She has her own family law practice, correct? So as I said, look, I yeah. So I'll catch you all later, and I hope you all have a great day. As I said, I need to get on with my day. It's now 11:30 or 11:13, and I need to get a whole heap of stuff done before I have to be up at 6:30 again in the morning. So thank you for watching. If you could hit like and subscribe, I don't know, and yeah, have a really great day. Must be KJ stands. Yeah, maybe. And thank you to all the KJ stands that dislike my videos. I'm very happy for the interaction. So anyway, you have a good one, and I'll catch you again next time, and I'll try and get some videos uploaded, do some recording. Okay, bye for now.